Hi, I'm Ray and this is TinyTableGames. Thanks for clicking on the video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already to help the channel grow. And welcome to Battle of Hoth, Episode 5. And in this case, Outpost Delta recruit. Yeah, sure, the main base fell. We know that. But if we rewind time a little bit, here at Outpost Delta, things are looking great. Or more specifically, we're out on the flank of the main outpost, and it's our job as rebels to try and hold up the flank and delay everything as long as we can, while in the meantime, the Imperials will be trying to crush the flank and roll up into the main Echo base. That's basically the theme of the second campaign scenario that is in the box set, and we'll get into all the details of that and the layout of the map. Welcome to Campaign 2, Outpost Delta. Much like Campaign 1, there's an Imperial and Rebel side, so both factions have things they're trying to do. It's a branching storyline again, with all sorts of story points and things that happen, and modifications based on how the results of who wins, who loses, and whether you have to do anything in particular. So that said, we will start up with the Rebel side, as they have a little bit there to start things off. This is Scenario 7, by the way, in the main scenario book. Lieutenant, the enemy is approaching your position. Only Outpost Delta can prevent the enemy from bypassing our main defenses, so defend it at all costs. Hold the line. Reinforcements are on the way. Secondary objective, if you do not call air reinforcements, place an elite badge on the unit of your choice during the next setup. So, kind of short and sweet there. And for the Imperial one, it is: Major, Blizzard Force is about to attack the main enemy defensive line. High Command orders you to advance on the left flank and neutralize the rebel outpost that lies ahead. Nothing shall impede the march of the Empire. So, their primary goal, you'll notice there's an Imperial marker here on the rebel base, is they want to capture and hold that if they can. The main goal is to just get 5 trophies / medals by clobbering the opponent, and they get an extra one if they happen to park there. So notice there's the little 3-star rebel units. These are elite soldier units, which means they can move up to 2 spaces and still fire, which is pretty cool. And you'll notice a string of speeders down here and a die on the number 5. Each turn it counts down. When it gets down to 0, you have the option of one time calling in 2 units of speeders to place anywhere on the baseline to reinforce rebel forces. If you don't use that, like it says in there, then you get to tag one of these units as elite. You can even tag one of the speeder units as elite, which wouldn't be a bad deal. Let's see, and that is about it for special rules. In this case, the Empire starts, of course. It's 4 cards per side, and 5 victory medals is the goal. So let's see, we got Raid on the right, Raid in the middle, Assault everybody on the left, Assault everybody in the middle, and Scout, which is move an additional infantry unit. So that's actually a pretty awesome starting hand. I think for the Empire, starting over here with the E-Web unit and an AT-AT would probably be the way to go. So we're going to raid on the right. Their right, that is. So 2 units. We'll have the probe droid fly to here. Yes, he'll probably get blown up, but hey, he gets to take a couple shots at it before then. And the walker will start moving forward, because he ain't going to get there otherwise. So the only shooting this round is going to be for that probe droid. 2 dice right at those guys on the hill there, so it reduces it to 1 dice. Oh, excuse me, in the trench there. But he gets 1. So, there's the start. And that's it for the Imperials. Over to the Rebels. Let's see, let's finish this. Reroll any dice 1 time. Speeder Assault, well, that's singularly unuseful right now. 2 in the middle, 1 artillery unit. This unit can attack twice and roll an extra die. Or order 3 units. Let's see, is anybody even close? Just use this one since it's mostly useless right now, which is move 1 unit. I'll let him get a little bit closer. So with that 1 unit, we'll use our elite troopers here and just have them move up 1, 2, and blast away at the probe droid. with 3 dice. And they kill it. And that's why you don't get any victory points for it, because it's real easy to blow up. So back to the Empire. Oh, and now we're down to turn 4. Hopefully we won't have to release those. And draw their new card, which is Recon on the left. We could Assault on the right, that's probably better. So we'll do that, keep that rolling. So over here, let's see. Well, this one's easy. He's still out of range of everybody. These guys are going to go 1, 2. And if they hadn't moved twice, they could maybe shoot at him up on the ridge, but that'd be 0 because of the range. And those guys can't see him yet because they're the hill's blocking the line of sight. And these guys, are going to advance a bit more slowly with the AT-AT and fire up onto the hill, which will give them 3, 2, 1 die only. But maybe they can get a retreat and knock those guys off the hill. Nope, they just shoot one of them. Well, that's good too. I think we'll go with the 2 in the middle. So let's see. Those guys aren't going to move. I think these guys are going to shift up to support the base, because that trench is too far back to really be of any real use. So 1. They're going to move again? I think they are. If they do, can they still shoot anybody? Not really. So it's a safe thing to do. So they're going to advance up to here, because that doesn't change what line of sight is blocked from those guys being on the base. And the second unit, it's actually going to be these guys. They're going to shift over 1 into these trenches to make room for the elite unit. So these guys can't shoot anybody because there's nobody to shoot at. These guys, 3, 2, 1, can just get a single shot off at either the probe droid or that squad down there. So they will take a single shot at the probe droid. And they force it to retreat, which blows it up because it's on the back row already. And if you can't retreat, you're forced to take a damage, and it can only afford 1. So that worked out well. I had a 50-50 shot of blowing it up. The clock's down to 3 now before the speeders show up. I think we're going to do assault in the middle with everybody. So these guys, 1, so they can still shoot, and 1, so they can still shoot, and 1, 2. They will start with these guys here with 3, 2, -1 for the hill, so a single shot back at the rebels there, and they get it. And these guys will follow up by also firing into them. Yeah, I think that's a wiser choice. Try and clean them out with 3 dice. And they get 1 hit and 1 retreat. So 1 more guy's gone, and 1 more, and the remaining guy has to back up. So that's a pretty decent result. And their follow-up card is 3 units of your choice. All right, over to the rebels. I think the artillery unit's going to fire. 1 artillery unit can attack twice and roll 1 additional die, because with the open hex here, he can fire on those guys without being impeded on. So 4, 3, so he'll be firing with 4 dice at them for the first attack. So that's 2 hits and a retreat. And now it can attack a second time. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2. Can't get to those guys. So it's It wasn't expecting the retreat, so it's going to be shooting at these guys. 4, 3, 2, 1, plus 1 die, so 2 dice. One hit. Blew those other guys right off the ridge. All right, and their follow-up card is Recon on the right. And we're down to 2 now. The Empire. Pressing on that side might be the way to go. So Assault on the Imperial right, the Rebel left from our perspective. One, so they can still shoot. 1, because he can't climb that. Oh, in that case, that's really dumb. So instead of 1, we'll go 1, 2, and run these guys into the rocks. For defensive purposes, but more importantly to get out of the way of the walker. And the E-Web guys back there are going to go 1, 2, and run this way. So they can be activated from the flank or the center. The only shooting will be from the walker, who's going to shoot at these guys with 3 dice. And he gets 2 of them. Pretty effective. Let's see. I think we're just going to go with 3 units of your choice. And yeah, I think that's it. So, Unit 1, he's going to hop into the trench. Unit 2, it's going to be these guys. Step up there. And Unit 3 is going to be these guys. We're going to step up to the line. Okay, so starting over here, 3, 2, 1, -1 because of that, so they can't do anything, but getting him sheltered was somewhat helpful. These guys are going to shoot at them, 3 dice right up front. Oops. 1 hit. That was not fantastic. And these guys are going to fire down onto them with 2 dice from the range. 1 hit. Okay, the replacement card is Assault on the right. Well, that's actually probably going to be pretty handy here in a minute. So in the middle, I think we're going to go with Raid in the middle. And use their scout ability, which is use 1 more infantry anywhere. So 2 from the middle and 1 additional infantry anywhere. So 1, 2. Should they go ahead and and the third one is going to be these guys. Okay, so to start with, shooting up the hill. So 2 dice. They get 1. These guys shooting next door with 3 dice. And that finishes them off. So the Empire gets their first trophy. 1 unit destroyed. And these guys will take a shot at him. They can do that because even though there's a hill right here, they're all on the same hill, which means they can still shoot at each other. And there's nothing intervening. So that's 2 dice at that range, shooting at that guy. Oh, gets out of the way. And they get him. 2 trophies. And their backup card is another recon. So, back to the rebels. I think it's got to be 2 units of your choice. If we move this guy up, he can still, because he can run. Granted, that's exposing him, but still. And we'll use the let's finish this. When attacking an enemy unit, reroll any dice. So we're going to activate this guy and the cannon. So it'll be 3 dice into these guys from the cannon. That's 2 hits, that's all they needed. First trophy for the rebels, this guy's gone. And this guy with his re-rolling misses, 3 2 dice at them. He could shoot at those guys too, but he's got a better chance at them because there's 1 less. So 2 dice. And he gets to re-roll misses. Who does he want to re-roll that one? That's 1 hit, and yeah, he'll re-roll that retreat. It's still a retreat. So 1 guy gone, and they retreat. Well, that was pretty effective. Okay, those walkers really aren't coming into play very much. 3 units of your choice. I actually think I'm going to go with this one. 2 units of your choice cannot attack, but move up to 2 extra hexes. So 1, and then 2 extra hexes. 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Does it need to get that close? No, you can stop here. That one's fine. 3 units, they cannot move, but do roll an additional die. Seems like a good time. So we're going to activate these guys, and I guess these guys? Sure. Starting with the elite guy, he's going to fire. Oh boy, should he fire at the walker? Well, we'll have these guys fire at the walker first. So that's 3, 2, plus 1 die. So shooting 3 dice at the walker from the trench. Remember, they have to get that armor check first. So that's 1 potential hit. But now you have to get the yellow explodey symbol to actually do the job. But that wasn't it. Next up, the rebel elite guy. Does he shoot for the walker? Yeah, I think he does. Well, 4 dice, 3 dice. So yep, 3 dice at him. Still a chance to wipe him out. So let's see if the elite guy can do his thing. Nope, those are all misses. Okay, definitely did not do his thing. And I believe we said this guy, 4 3 dice at that walker. So trying once more. So 1 hit. Can they do it again? Yes, they can. Good job, guys. Whew, that relieves some pressure on that flank by a lot. 3 units of Imperial Choice. Obviously the walker. And I think these guys are going to activate and stay right where they are, believe it or not. And these guys are going to activate and run 2. Which, for the moment, gives them control of that. So they technically have 3 victory points right now, since they're holding that. So, shooting is only here and here. So first we'll start with these guys, the E-Web, 3, 2, 1, but because they're deployed now and have the E-Web set up, they get a reroll a miss. So they got 2 chances to shoot that guy. Oh yeah, except it's 3, 2, 1, -1 for the hill, so that's 0. So they can't actually do that. So that was dumb. Instead, they would guess will just pack up and move forward. And they don't get a reroll, but 3, 2, -1 for the hill. They just get a single attack die instead. Ah, well, that's all they needed. He's gone. That makes for 4 Imperial trophies. 1 more and they win. And look, it's the Walker's turn. He's going to fire down into this trench with 2 dice because of the trench reduction. And he gets a retreat, but they're in a trench, so they get ignored. And that's it for the Empire. And they get a move 3 units of the same type. So we can launch the speeders should we choose to. We're going to do it. Everybody in the middle. We'll start with the 4 dice on that thing. -1 because they're in the buildings, so it's 3 dice. So 1 hit and 1 retreat. That worked out nicely. So either way they retreat. Guess they'll go there to force them to split their fire decision. These guys, 3, 2, 1 or 3, 2, 1. And now they no longer possess that victory point, so that's good. I guess they will shoot at those guys from here with only a single die. No. And these guys, 3, 2 or 3, 2. I think they're going to shoot at the troopers because the AT-AT cannot retake that location. So 2 dice. That's exactly the results one would want. Remove 1 and force them to retreat. Okay, things are starting to get a little dire for the Empire. I think we're going to go with 3 units of the same type, this type being troopers, and they get to move 1 extra hex. So these guys are going to go 1, 2. These guys are going to go 1, 2. Because remember, they still get a shoot moving 2 this because of that card. And these guys are going to go 1, 2 and reclaim that spot. So we will start with these guys. 3, 2, single die at them. And they pick 1 off, which is optimal. And these guys will be firing at them with 2 dice. And they get rid of them too. So that's almost certainly going to finish the game. Last but not least, these guys will fire at the tower right there and see if they can't end the game before anything else happens. And they do. Alrighty, well, that's the game. The Empire swamped that area. So no wonder the Rebel Beast fell so fast. Their flank fell apart like that. Way to go, Rebels. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. There's more to come with this. We'll get to that in a second. I just couldn't believe it ended like that. Let's go ahead and see where it branches to next. So because the Empire won, but they did not hold it for 3 consecutive turns. So Imperial victory outcome, next will be Scenario 8 Medevac. And the Galactic Empire adds an Imperial probe droid unit to the Imperial baseline hex of your choice during setup. And the Rebel Alliance will be adding Luke Skywalker to the deck. Let's see. Read Chapter B. Primary target. Congratulations, Major. According to our intelligence, a senior Rebel Alliance officer was seriously wounded during your assault. Continue your advance and bring us this officer alive. And from the Rebel perspective, medical emergency. Losing Outpost Delta is a blow, but you'd better pull yourself together. We're sending snow speeders to your position immediately to help you evacuate your wounded personnel. Huh. Okay, and so then if it's the rebels win that one, then we do that. But for the moment, the next one's going to be Scenario 8 with an extra probe droid, and the rebels will be adding Luke Skywalker to the deck. So that's what's coming in the next video. We'll see if the rebels can manage to medevac from Outpost Delta that crumbled like sandpaper. Sandpaper? Like a sandcastle. Although I suppose sandpaper base wouldn't be too effective either. Anyway, I am Ray. This is TinyTableGames. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll catch you next time.